Okay, I'm back and I had a wonderful breakfast with my family. I am the mom of 5 children. I have a family of 7. And we just had a nice little bacon and eggs and fruit breakfast, which is not a regular breakfast that we have. So we had a nice little special Sunday morning breakfast. And I just wanted to share that with you because this is a good vibes mostly, maybe only video. So I'm sharing good vibe stuff with you. All right, so let's get to the meat of the video, the intention that I had here with this video. I wanted to just look through this clip art book that just came yesterday. I ordered it from Amazon. I do not shop on Amazon as much as I used to, but I still do get some things from Amazon. And I recently did make an order of useful things, useful tools and things that I believe would be beneficial in my journey to better life, better health, to healing, to holding the light, to anchoring the light, to turning on my light, to keeping my light shining, and becoming a stronger fighter towards fighter or representative or whatever word we're going to use here towards a future of healing and love and like I believe in that future. And I feel like everybody to each their own. Everybody has a purpose in this time. Everybody has a specific thing that they're supposed to do in this timeline. For me, I feel as though like being a part of the resistance in terms of the protesting and in terms of like certain things, I just feel as though that to me is being is a part of the energy towards the present and what is happening in the present and the present fight, and I feel as though as my role is to prepare us for a positive future, for a future that is better and brighter and more healing, with more understanding and lessons learned, and the darkness overcome, and a more harmonic, more balanced future. I believe in that future. I believe it's possible, because if it's not possible, if that future is not possible, then honestly, what's the point? What's the point of being alive? What's the point of being here? I was never one that had any interest in living in a world and a timeline where it's all about surviving the apocalypse. So surviving the apocalypse for what? What is on the other side of the apocalypse? Like, seriously, if this world is only designed for people who are the type of people who survives the apocalypse, well, that's not the world I want to be a part of anyway, because I wasn't designed for that. I wasn't designed to be a apocalyptic survivor, somebody fighting off zombies or fighting off fighting for my life, because we live in such a dark, ugly world that is every man for himself. Is that kind of energy, is every man for yourself, and it's violence and fighting for survival, and struggling for food scraps because we can't enjoy good food. I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to live in that world. So I'm hoping, trusting, and believing. I don't know how it's possible, and I don't know the path, and I don't know what is the path towards that, really. I believe the path is love and light and being in that energy, but I understand that not everybody can be in that energy. Not everybody, actually, I don't understand, but I understand to a certain extent that everybody isn't in that energy. It doesn't come easy for them. It always has been easy for me to a certain extent to be in the energy of love and light and truth. And that is why I feel like my role at this time is, and my whole life was leading me up to a time such as this, to be a light worker and to be a new earth messenger and to work on myself so that I could prepare for the future that I believe in, that I want to see. And it makes me think of all the quotes that has ever resonated with my soul, that has stuck with me my entire life. The movies and the books I've read, the movies, every little bit of wisdom and lesson that I've picked upon throughout the course of my life has been leading me up. I've been collecting it for a time such as this. It's been leading me to be a light worker in a season such as this, which I feel is a season where we're on the bridge and we are still having to choose which world we want to live in. And I see myself as this person right here, this character, the hermit. You know, I'm not a part of it in the sense of being in the center of it, but I am an essential part, just like everybody else. I am an essential part in the future, the brighter timeline, the greater timeline, the higher timeline, the future that I hope we are going to all be a part of. I'm a part of this, the feminine divine, birthing the new earth. You know, we are in the year of the snake, which I think is very apt. We are in the year of the snake, and when we think of a snake, we know that a snake sheds old skin and leave it behind and move into a new season with new skin. And that is the season that we're in, where we're shedding old skin and moving into something new and something better. And whoever, like, and I just truly believe that it's all up to us to do our role and our part in creating the world and the future that we would like to see. Okay, so when I'm editing this video, I'm going to try my best to do like maybe little chapters or something, which I am not going to do in all my videos. I don't have the time to do that in all my videos, but I may do that in this one if I have the time, if I find the time or make the time. I may do that in this one so that you could find certain parts, because it seems as though this video is going to be a little bit long, but it's fun, it's enjoyable. If people stick it out, I think they will really enjoy it. Health and Vision Board Clip Art Book, and I ordered this off of Amazon, and I just want to look through. We're gonna just look through the book and see what it has here, and I want to maybe just point out some of the quotes or some of the things that I think sticks out to me. There is no failure. You either win or learn. One of my dreams is to be a better eater, a clean eater. That's not an easy thing to do. You need money, man. You need money to be a really good clean eater. And I am, like I said, I'm a mom of a family of 7. And a lot of the times it is not easy to feed so many humans, especially 4 of my children are boys. 2 of which eat like teenage boys. They're starting to eat more than their dad. And feeding them is not an easy thing, and we have to be smart in the way we shop to provide for our family. And that makes me kind of like sad, because there's certain things that I wish I could just get, for everybody, but it's expensive. It is not easy. So that is why I'm trying to become a bigger hustler. When I say hustler, I mean somebody who really figures out how to bring some money into to have funds to fund the life I want. There's a lot of good stuff I could talk about in this thing, but and so that the video don't go on too long, I'm just gonna run through for the most part and stop at something that really sticks out to me. Like, this one. Prevention is better than cure. You know that one. This one I really like. Let me see if I could get it closer. This says Wellness Road. So it starts with positive thinking, rest, nutrition, exercise, health, and that's really the the tack is, and longevity. That you see, you may have heard me say I want to live the full 100 years, but in order for me to live the full 100 years, I have to work on these things, and then obviously luck plays a role in that too. Hopefully that my body would cooperate with me, and there's nothing hereditary or nothing that happens in my life that causes me to get sick or and cuts short my quest to live the full 100 years. But positive thinking, rest, nutrition, exercise, health, and then longevity. I love this picture here. Blueberries is my favorite. I love this. As you know, I make this symbol a lot. Look at this one. Balance. And this one, I love it. Health. And the health is, the little die is turning from health to wealth. Health is wealth. It is true. Health is wealth. That's my goal right there. I want to get rid of this mama belly, This I have not been able to get rid of the baby fat since I've had these children. I've been working and trying, and it's been hard. Growth mindset, fixed mindset. Okay, so this one I like, and this one I would like to cut out and give to my daughter. Just cut it out and give it to her, I don't know how well you can see that. Good sleep. And then he had the arrows pointing at different things. Good sleep. Sharper concentration, better decision making, improved memory, ability to manage stress, better immune system, improved physical health. Dream, believe, achieve. Change your mindset and the results will follow. And that's what I highly believe, that the way we think is the most important thing, is the mindset first. The mindset first. And then, everything else could fall into place. Which is why I kind of bought this because I want to create a weight loss vision board and something to focus my mind on my goals, for better health and for losing the weight and getting my body to where I want it to be, where I can look in the mirror and really feel good about where I'm at physically, my physical body. I want to feel good inside my body, and I want to feel good when I look at my body. Healthy life just ahead. I am present, calm, relaxed, happy, healthy, wealthy. I will persist until I succeed. Zen. Zen is one of my favorite words. Peace, well-being, balance, harmony, exercise, vitamins. Look at this one. So the dice are is transitioning from old me to new me. I like that. I attract all good things. I am worthy. Serenity, that's one of my favorite words. Peace, relax. Day one day or day one. Create self-care habits. My heart, proud of myself. Vitamin B7, biotin. Vitamin C. These are vitamins, minerals, and energy. Confidence. I can. Learn to love yourself. Love. Empower yourself. Vitamin C, believe in yourself. Follow your dreams. They know the way. Magnesium. So I've learned that magnesium is a very important thing that we got to put in our body every day. And, magnesium is super important. And on the next page, here's Magnesium deficiency. It causes muscle spasms, muscle cramps, muscle pain, fatigue, high blood pressure, insomnia, anxiety, headaches, arrhythmia, whatever that is. I don't actually know what that is. And something else I got cut off. Osteoporosis. Protein. Weight loss, morning routine. This is the goal right here. My weight loss journey has been very frustrating. It's been very, very hard. I do not know. It is hard. You need money. You need money and know-how, and it is not easy. But I am even more determined this year than I was any year prior, and I will continue to persist and do the best I can. And that's the end of this book. Health Vision Board clip art book. So what I'm gonna do next is what I wanted to do to end this video is I wanted to show you two more things that I got recently, also from Amazon. But like I said, I don't do all my shopping at Amazon, but this is something that this is the second one of this I'm buying. I bought a version of this at the beginning of last year, reusable paper towels, and I've been using it for a year, and that helps cut the amount of paper towels that we use, and it cut costs. And you know, that's one way in which I use less, you know, on planet Earth. Use less, take up a little bit of less, you know, use less. But the truth is that we still kind of had to use the disposable paper towels for other purposes, because this doesn't always work for everything. So it causes us to use less, but we still use disposable paper towels as well. All right, so I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna speed up the camera for this. So open it. All right, let me see what it says on the box first. 24 reusable paper towels made from 100% cotton flannel, soft, durable, highly absorbent, machine washable, and rerollable. And like I said, it's been working out for us for a year so far. We've been using it. So this is just our second roll, because we tend to use almost the full, because remember, it's a big family and we eat together 3 meals a day. We tend to use almost a full roll in a day and a half. So this is just to have a second roll so that we could, you know, we would be able to continue using the reusable paper towels more for a longer period of time, you know, for a longer period of time, like until until it is washed and put back on the roll. I am sorry that in that part I'm getting a little bit like slow and laggy with my talking, you know, but okay. Your new zero waste and reusable alternative for single-use kitchen paper and napkins. All right, let me open the box. Probably gonna stop talking so I can speed up this part when in the video. Okay, that's what it looks like. All right, so the other batch that we had, we kind of messed it up a little bit. My husband used it to wipe up oil. Not a good idea, okay, because it absorbs the oil and it's hard to wash out. And then when they washed it with the others, with the oil, it changed the texture of the entire batch. So it's not the ones that we have that we've been using for a year. It took a long time to finally get that oil texture out of it, but it never came back to the original texture of the cloth and purpose of the cloth. So the lesson learned there is don't use it to wipe oil. Use something else. Don't use these to wipe oil because it doesn't wash out. It changes the texture of the paper towel, the reusable paper towel, and it also makes it look ugly and a whole bunch of stuff. So we are going to do things differently this time. This one, the first one I got was a rainbow color set, and this one is the jungle edition. So a lot of earth tone colors. You can see. All right, so the next thing I have here is reusable toilet paper. This is my second of this one. I'm the only person in this family that uses reusable toilet paper. I only use it for peeing, not for the number two. Definitely not, because that's kind of gross. I don't use it when that is that girly time of the month either. But it does help because I use a lot. I use a lot of toilet paper, and I think that I'm perfectly willing. I've been doing it for a while now, and it's okay. It doesn't bother me one bit. Perfectly willing to make the efforts of using reusable toilet paper only for pee purposes. I got a little bin next to the toilet bowl, and I put my stuff in the bin, a bin that will keep scent or whatever sealed in. Put my stuff in the bin, wash them, and re-roll and use again. And this helps a lot because, trust me, I use a lot of toilet paper, and this would save money and waste, because that's what I'm trying to do, reduce waste. And I think it's very important to live a certain way. You have to have the funds. And I've come to have a different relationship with money and a different understanding of money. And I realize why I need it, why it's important for me to have some, and why I gotta learn how to hustle. Why I have to learn how to hustle, using the word hustle, but pursue figuring out ways to make money, to have resources available, funds available in order to do the things that I want and live the way I want to live. Because I have a vision for my life and I need money to fund that vision. And part of that vision is being good to the planet, being good to myself, being good to the planet, and bringing forth healing, love, and light towards living by example, living a life of healing, love, and light, and encouraging others to do the same, and sharing my story so that I can inspire and offer ideas and a different perspective that people might not be necessarily might not have necessarily been thinking about before, etc. So that's my dream, and that's my goal. And I also would like to say that if this video kind of sounds a little bit rambly or whatever, I don't know why that is, but seems to be like I'm feeling a little bit tired. Okay, let's open it up. Made in China. Almost everything is just made in China. And I don't say that with a complaint. I say that as an observer. A lot of stuff is made in China. Which I just think that, it would serve the America much better to have a good relationship with China, because America seems to rely on China a lot for a lot of its products. It would serve us, the world, better if somehow we had better leaders who would create harmony and balance, help to carry the message that we're all in this together. We're all on the same damn planet, in this together. We could use the power of communication and connection for good, as opposed to control or evil or manipulation and hurting people. And we could be in this together, and we can share resources and work on ways in which we can work together and be connected and do the things we do, and exchange culture and understanding without war, and selfishness and greed, and do it in harmony with the planet. That's my dream. I'm in. That's my dream. That's my dream. That's my hope. And I realize that I could only do my part, but I wish that we could all just come together and do this. And I would love to see that in my lifetime, and sooner than later, while I'm still in my 40s, because imagine having the other half of my life be so freaking amazing because we figured it out. And you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join me, and the world could live as one. I'm not a good singer, but if you feel like it, go listen to that song. Go listen to that song. Okay, so anyway, reusable toilet paper. This is my second roll. I've been using it for a while. I stopped a little bit, after November, because I had to catch myself. I was, I had to catch myself after November, after what happened in November. But I am back to living my life. Same material as the reusable paper towels, and it works well for me. I wash them and I re-roll them, and also re-rolling is very relaxing. It is actually very relaxing. I may do a recording of me re-rolling sometime, just so y'all can see with the new ones. Yeah, with the new ones. Oh, it's coming off. Come in. How I re-roll. It usually sticks on to itself very well. I don't know why this one is not doing that, but anyway, it usually sticks onto itself really, really well. So I think that is it. This video may be in one video or two parts, but it's coming. It's not staying. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day, week, weekend, month. Oh, before I log off, before I stop recording, I would like to say that this video probably gonna come out in April, like I said, and I am looking forward to some of the things that are expected to happen in April, the good vibe things, the Easter and Earth Day and Arbor Day. I love those days. Arbor Day, Earth Day is my favorite, and Easter, all in the same month. And in terms of the awareness of all the bad stuff that is going on in the world, I will continue to also help with that, in terms of doing my best to highlight others who are in the fight, because we do need fighters, we do need protesters, we do need the resistance. And I continue to pray. I continue to pray for the courage and the strength and protection and safety of the people that are in the streets, people that are the part of the public, loud, in the streets, in the center resistance, because we need that. We definitely need that. And I am praying and holding the light, anchoring the light, keeping my vibration high, and believing in the future that is blessed and brighter and better than this current timeline and this present timeline that we're in. That is so stupid and unnecessary. And I cannot wait to see the day when all the lower vibration entities go back to where they came from and crawl back into their hole, and some of them be taken off the planet altogether, so that we could thrive and be free and live and love. Love and live freely. Love, live, learn, laugh freely. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and comment, and like, forgive me for the little bit of rambling, but since I came back from breakfast, my focusing, I felt like, I think I was a little bit out of breath. And I'm trying to decide if this video is going to be in one part or two, because it will be long if it's one part. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hello everybody, peace and blessings to you. I am Latisha and I'm recording this video on March 30th, 2025. This is a part 3 of three recordings of I just recorded 2 previous recordings that will be posted before this one. And these are this is just in the spirit of April. We're about to head into April 2025, and in this month we have Easter and Earth Day and Arbor Day, and I love those. I love the energy that will come with the month of April. We are heading into spring from where, into real spring from where I am, my side of the world. It is a wet Sunday morning, and so this is a Sunday vibes video. I don't know when I'm going to be posted. Probably might be posted next weekend, because I have a lot of March recordings that I recorded over the last 2 weeks of March. I just recently posted the one that I recorded on the 20th of March. So I got recordings that got to come out that is going to be behind, but they're all good and worth posting. So I'm going to post them. And how I see it is that, like, my videos, from my perspective, are like seeds that I sow in the soil of life and of social media and of the future. And I sow them, and then I let them do whatever they're gonna do. Whatever journey that they're gonna go on after that, they're gonna go on. So even though I'm never really current with my posting, I feel like every video that I make has some sort of significance and importance and a job to do. And I'm going to sow that seed, that video, and let it do whatever it's supposed to do, and go wherever it's supposed to go, and be seen by whoever it's supposed to be seen by, and inspire whoever it's supposed to inspire. And I'm going to forget about trying to be current, and I'm going to forget about trying to fit in and be like whatever other people are doing. And I'm just going to be me and post as I post, because I feel like I have a greater purpose than just having my YouTube channel fit into a profile or perspective of how people say it should be. So let me just, don't know why I feel like I want to do this, but my mind is telling me to do it, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to take up my thing, and I'm going to show you outside. And you may not be able to see what I see, but I see green. I see green popping up between the brown. Okay, and it's wet outside, and we got some cleaning up to do. That's my patio. We got to paint that patio. We got some clean up to do. We are thinking of turning this into a chicken coop. At the moment, it's a shed. And it has tools, and it's messy, and it got a lot of tools and garden stuff and all that in there. We're thinking of turning that into a chicken coop. This is the forest of trees that I get to look at every day when I sit at this window, and I get to see the birds, and I get to see nature through my window, And I've always been lucky that way. I've always been lucky that way. Like the where we lived before, I got to see a beautiful pond and also woods, but the woods was much further away from my bedroom window. And before that, I lived in the suburbs, so I didn't get to see as much nature. But there was always something to enjoy. It's still the backyard, still, we were always heading towards the path, heading towards this direction. This is where we always wanted to be, closer and closer and more in nature than in the city. And we are blessed and privileged at the moment to be able to do that, to be in the to be among nature, not so much in the city, be in a quiet place. So in my previous video, I shared about this is toilet reusable toilet paper roll, and I think it's about 100. And right now it's not staying how it's supposed to, and I was wondering why, but now I remember why. It's not sticking on the way it's supposed to because of the way it's rolled right now. You see the way how it roll, like this, like in like that, right? But I just wanted to show you the best way to roll it. Let me see if I can find a good angle for my camera. Oops. All right. Let's see. Is that a good angle? All right. So this is how you're supposed to roll the... I'm going to put these to wash though. I'm not going to use them until I put it to wash. But you roll like this. You roll it right around. And then you put the other one on top. That's how it sticks. Okay? I remember now. The previous reusable toilet paper roll I bought was many months ago. It was last year, actually, early last year. So I don't remember how it came, but it came the same way. Not so it wasn't sticking, but I couldn't understand why. But then I realized I had to roll it differently. You gotta roll it on top each other. Roll them on top each other. That's how it stays. That's how it stays in place. You roll it on top each other. So what I'm gonna do is and that's how it sticks. See? So I am not gonna roll all this because I'm gonna put these to wash. I'm not gonna roll all of this right now because I'm gonna put these to wash before I use them. But that's the whole vibe of it. That's how you roll it on to the roll to get it to stay in place, and then when you want to use, you just pull off your piece. You pull your piece off. Okay, what else? So before I end this video, I wanted to talk a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna save that for another time. Okay, so looking forward to April. Looking forward to seeing what comes of April, the good and the not so good. I'm not looking forward to the not so good, but I'm looking forward to seeing what we do as light workers, as light bearers, as star seeds, as the heroes of this story, however you want to title it. I'm looking forward to seeing what each of us do too. The ones that I see, the ones that make it public, what each of us do to combat the darkness and push push back the darkness and combat and defeat the darkness, and to restore balance and healing and harmony to the planet. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It's a short one. Yeah, this is a short one. I want to do another video sometime. I'm looking forward to doing my April recordings, and one of the things I wanted to talk about is Easter and how I feel like, from my own observation, how I feel Easter, the holiday, and the way how people do Easter, especially in America, how we do Easter is not so good for the planet, in my opinion. And we need to make changes. And I want to talk about the changes that I've made to still uh, to still have my children enjoy Easter, but in a way that is better for the planet and better for them and better for health as well. So, thank you. I'm looking forward to making that recording that video. Thank you for watching. Apologize if this one sounded a little bit too rambly or not. You know, I don't know where my head is at right now, but okay. Um, Thank you for watching. Since this video isn't super long, I got an idea what I'm gonna do. I'm going to add a little bit of a vlog at the end so that you just get a little bit more. I don't know, people like short videos, but I'm not a short video person. So I'm gonna add a little vlog at the end where I share some of the family, some of the pictures I took during the month of March and what we did, because in the month of March was my son's birthday. He turned 10, and we went to the mall and hang out and had a little fun there. And we also we had St. Patrick's Day fun, and just a few of the pictures and a few of the things that I took during the month of March. Just talk about March a little bit. All right, so thank you for watching. Peace and blessings.